There are a few absolutely corking places along the River Tyne, some real gems where you can come and visit and have a chill out and a walk around and have some food and some drink. One of those places, and one of my favourite places along the River Tyne, is North Shields Fish Quay, and that's where we're heading off today. Me, Helen, and with 3 dogs, Lily, Setu and Duke. But our journey starts on the south of the Tyne at South Shields, where we're going to be getting the ferry across to North Shields in about 10 or 15 minutes or so. It's coming up. Right, we're off, and there are a few ways you can cross the River Tyne. You've got bridges and tunnels, you've got tunnels and bridges, but I think my favourite way to cross the River Tyne is here on the Shields ferry. And there's been a ferry operating between North Shields and South Shields since 1377, about 647 years, until it was taken over by the Passenger Transport Executive, the PTE, in 1972, and I love it. It's like being on a mini cruise on the Med, nearly. Now you might be wondering where the name comes from, North Shields and South Shields. Well, this dates back to the 13th century. Shielings, or a shiel, was a fisherman's hut, and as centuries have gone by, that's turned into the names that we have today, North Shields, and I'm assuming that's why the other side of the river is called South Shields. And I don't know if you can see behind me there, about a half a mile west along the River Tyne on the North Shields side, is the ferry that travels from North Shields to Amsterdam quite regularly on those quick turnaround trips. If you've ever fancied doing it, that's where you get the ferry from. So the North Shields ferry land, in which I'm on now, is in a state of disrepair. It's kind of past its sell-by date, and the PTE and our other authorities have secured funding to have it replaced and relocated about a half a mile further along the river by the North Shields Fish Quay, and I think they're going to be starting to put all that together in the next year or two. Now the walk along here to North Shields Fish Quay is literally 6 or 7 minutes. It's nothing. And we're past, first of all, this pub on the right, the Prince of Wales, and it's got a nickname of the Old Wooden Dolly. Now I could just look on Google and find out about the history, but if you're from around here, why don't you tell me why there's a big statue of a dolly sat outside that pub. And a little bit further up there on the right, which we're going to pop our head in, I think, there's a lovely quirky cafe. It's in an old, like, I don't know, a factory depot. And well, I'll let you see for yourself in a second. So this place where we are here, it's called the Loading Bay, and it's only open on Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. Cracking little place, isn't it? Dead quirky, loads of comfy leather chairs and sofas. We open 9 till 3 on a Friday, but 9 till 4 on a Saturday and Sunday. And the little coffee van there is run by a girl called Ellie this morning. But there's also one of those, you don't know what they're called, silver liner caravans. That's probably wrong, but you know what I mean. So you can get all sorts of breakfast foods here. Cracking little place. And it's literally, well, less than 5-minute walk from the ferry. So I've got my flat white. Helen's got a latte. See you shortly. So here we are. We're on North Shields Fish Quay. Absolutely stunning day. That's Setu barking there, getting impatient, wanting me to move. So if you've been following this channel for a while, you will know I did a video a couple of years ago about North Shields. I'm going to leave a link to that video at the end of this one. Covered such things as, do you remember Laurel and Hardy? Stan Laurel used to live just up the bank there by these one of these steep steps in between the restaurants. Well, those steep steps were inspiration for a scene in one of his movies where Laurel and Hardy were trying to get a piano up or down some stairs. I can't remember which, but Sam Fender, of course, is from North Shields, and the Low Lights Tavern is about another half a mile further along there, where he used to work and get time off to play his guitar and stuff. So just here is the fishing boat dock. I think that's the technical term for it. And I would love if any fishermen out there are watching, have a boat to go out into the North Sea to fish. I would love to come on a fishing boat and experience catching fish on the North Sea. So if you're watching, drop us an email, get in touch, please. But along here, along the main street, there's some lovely cafes and restaurants, particularly obviously specialising in seafood, fish and chip shops. Just an abundance of lovely places. This place, in my opinion, should be absolutely chocker. And it's not. It's like a secret, and it shouldn't be. Because it's like being, it's not even like being at the River Tyne. It's just, this is beautiful. And if you haven't been here for a while or never been at all, get yourself along. I highly recommend the ferry as well. Don't you just love seeing cyclists out, keeping fit, getting fresh air? Fantastic, man. Sea View Fisheries. Doesn't look like that's open at the minute. The Duke Shed. If you're from here, or if you come here regularly, drop us a comment below. Let me know what you think of this place, what it means to you. Where would you recommend others to go and to see, or where to eat, or where to drink? Would love to hear from you. So there looks like there's a popular fish and chip takeaway restaurant just opposite here. The Waterfront Fish and Chips. Oh, here's Helen and the puppies. Oh.
Lovely, isn't it?
Absolutely lovely. Never been in there. Lobo Rojo. Is that some sort of Spanish tapas place? Let me know, because I didn't know. And there she is. The Low Lights Tavern, made famous by our magnificent and talented Sam Fender. Sam, if you're watching, all the best, mate. It's good to see you back out writing music and performing where you should be. Good luck. Now around here, oh, you can smell it. The seafood. Phil's Place, fresh fish. So Helen's just going to pop in there, get with some seafood and see what she comes out with. But this obviously comes fresh from the boats who have been out in the North Sea, come back here, unload their wares and sell them to us customers. I mean, I know there are people come from miles away to North Shields Fish Quay to get their fresh fish. And who can blame them? Much better than our supermarkets. Right, Helen, let's see what you've bought us. Our tea tomorrow.
A little platter.
Oh, wow, wait, that looks gorgeous.
Salmon pate. And
Oh, more.
crab.
Oh, I'm salivating, man.
I don't know what you're having.
This is what life is all about. Travelling around Tyneside, this fantastic part of the UK, getting the fresh air, sampling new things, out with your dogs and your girl.
Friday feeling, isn't it?
So this video isn't meant to be an in-depth history video about North Shields and the surrounding sites that you see, like the flats behind us there. And 10 minutes further along at Tynemouth, you have Admiral Lord Cuthbert Collingwood statue there, that big monument. So there's all sorts of fantastic history landmarks around here. This video is just a snapshot, a tiny look into this small area on the River Tyne by North Shields Fish Quay, just to give you a taste, a flavour of the sort of place this is, and hopefully give you some inspiration to get out here, visit these places, and to spend some money in these cafes and shops and restaurants and pubs. Because by God, local businesses need it, man. What I will show you though is this statue behind us here looking out to the piers. So it was unveiled in 2017. It's a memorial that's in tribute to the fishing community being peacetime's toughest and most dangerous industry, the fishing industry. So if you get a chance to have a look at this fantastic memorial, it's inspired by a photograph that was taken of a fisherman on a boat in the 1950s. Right, I am peckish. Are you peckish, Helen? Yeah. We're going to pick a restaurant or a cafe just a little bit further up, where I've heard the fish and chips are absolutely delicious. Now, I should say I'm not being sponsored by anybody in this video. We're not getting any free drinks or any free food. All comes out of our own pocket. So we're here. We've just ordered fish and chips from a place across the road there called Dodgin's Yard, not Doggin's Yard. And the chips are absolutely massive. They have to be the biggest chips I've ever seen. And this looks absolutely delicious. And we've ordered 2 pints of Cruise Campo. They've got a little deal on at the minute. It's £9 for 2 pints. Can't wait to get stuck into this, so I'll see you shortly. Well, that's it for another video, and I have to say I'm absolutely stuffed. Helen?
Delicious.
Absolutely gorgeous. That cod is just beautifully cooked. For me, I'm being picky. The tartar sauce, a little bit too rich with a bit too much dill and spring onion in it for me. But what did you think?
I thought it was all right. I think you're just being a little bit too picky.
Bit picky. $12.95 I think it is for the fish and chips. And yeah, why don't you check it out? On Fridays, was only found out after we'd ordered, they do, was it a steak sizzler deal?
Yeah.
Something like that?
£30, was it?
£30 for the
King prawns.
king
steak,
prawns, steak,
or
chips, fish.
the side, and
Yeah.
a glass of Prosecco.
Yeah, so next time we come here, I'm going to try that. Why don't you? So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. So every time I release a new video, you're going to get a notification. Costs nothing. Right, we're going to head off now, get the ferry back to South Shields, and then the metro back to Pilo. Catch you later.
See you later.